draft. Let's go. Josh,
All
did you
right,
see
getting
any?
it started.
Yeah, did you see any of the pre-roll? Do you know about these
Of
teams?
course, absolutely. Well-known Riven player on SGI. He's the new guy they just picked up, Jimsy. See that band right away, and then we see a counter brand band right away as well. Cerlius looked too clean on that last week. SGI does not want to play into it.
Yeah, I think the brand Vigar is a must into Team Bell. But honestly, you could argue that the Skarner that they showed that previously was a must ban might get lifted here. So we might see a return to a Jin ban. We might see that left open as well. Riven, Kalen, and Gragas. Malzahar left up most notably.
All right, then we do see the Samira band. They do want to let him have the Jin. They guess he looks much scarier on it than the Samira, or much less scary, I should say, than the Samira.
I think Samira
Let's
really complements the way that Chestnut wants to play the game. But I do think that Jin is probably his better pick. But you can't really. It's hard to play Jin into tanks. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Rumble first pick.
All right, Rumble first pick. We did see this last week. It was in their win. He had a ton of damage, most damage in the game. I think it is a abusable pick. So we'll see if the Riven player has Jimsy has anything that he has as a counter to Rumble.
Right, right. And to be honest, like this is something that you would see in LCS, where you know where Rumble is just like this powerful pick in lane, right? But at this elo, we haven't really seen that. Um, so I don't. I'm interested myself, but Bell here on the Rumble, he had a great Rumble performance against Hospitalized, and we'll see what comes through.
Wow, they say
Today.
healing. You have damage, we have healing. They throw down the Dr. Mundo Yumi combo. That is an old school evil combo. SGI, I think very differently of you right now. What a nasty part one of their comp.
Yeah, this is true of Maya. Maya's definitely a Yumi belover, so we'll have to see what gets paired with the Maya in lane. Thresh is the hover here. It does end up getting locked in. I like the Thresh for Chestnut. He's looked good on it. A
He
lot of the
doesn't miss.
Thresh players in the league have been able to bring this champion to success. We haven't seen Thresh lose too many games, um, so I have liked the pick in general so far. I want to see them pick an AD here. At least go with an answer. If it's not the Jin Thresh is fine, but I would like to see something. And they're going to hold it, and Vi
Okay.
is the pick
So
instead.
you have a Vi. There, with the first two picks on the SGI, there's only two targets for a Vi R already. Right? You can't R a Yumi and you can't R a Mundo. So that is a interesting pick that SGI will have to pick into, right? They would have to like bait themselves into a pick for that Vi. So I'm not quite sure what Aztec's cooking with the Vi.
Yeah,
And then we do see the Jin
the Jin
takeaway.
takeaway. Yeah, this to me is where I don't think the Vi was ever going to get banned out. So why not just hold it for next pick, right? Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't. I think this will be something that they can look at. If this draft ends up going wrong, they that might be the point. That first question mark, right? Ari is the
Absolutely.
follow-up ban here, so Sorelius continuing to get targeted.
We do have a tank jungler band. Blue Wolf played a lot of tanks last season. Hasn't really played them this much this season. But Zach is a pretty powerful pick, so
I
not
would be
surprised to see
shocked
that
to
off the
see
board.
Mundo and a tank, um, but with Yumi they don't really have like CC frontline, so they might be looking for something. They're just going to be very low damage profile if they go with
Absolutely.
tank jungle.
So we do see the Swain band. So that is another pick that's relatively safe into the Jin Yumi band away. So we will see uh, what Team Bell's got planned. What's their fourth, fifth pick for bot lane? And then we see Malzahar. That's respect to the Milk Jugga. If you take a peep at his OPGG, he is a Malzahar one trick to his core. So glad to see
Skarner,
that taken
wow.
away.
Okay, so they do go tank. So this is going to be a pretty low damage profile with Jin, and then something coming out of mid. They're going to need some sort of AP pick mid, but they're leaving last pick counter pick for the Milk Chugga himself. And then he will be fighting against his namesake, the man who named him. Cerelius in the mid lane here. What is he gonna pick blind into it?
It'll be pretty interesting. There's a chance for an Orianna
Oh,
combo with the
Callista
Vi.
Thresh. Oh, I love that lane. Let's go. Yeah,
All
Ori
right,
is. You're right,
Kalista
Josh.
Thresh.
Ori is good blind, right? Is he? Is that the move? Ori Vi is okay.
Ori Vi is a pretty good combo. It does look like they go the Tristana, so they're leaving all the magic damage
Oh,
up to the top lane and going triple AD jungle, mid, and bot.
very easy for
In
Skarner to itemize here.
absolutely, um, even easy for Muno to itemize a single MR item top, and then he is off to the health stacking, armor stacking races. But Tristana mid here. This is the first for the LCC. We did see a
No
Tristana top.
way!
Oh, and we see a Vlad counter pick.
Here
All
we
right.
go. Come on.
We got a lot of new picks coming out. SGI, completely new look, completely new team. A bit less French, a bit more beefy. These are some healthy team members. And then we see a new look from Team Bell as well. We have seen the Callista before. It looked pretty good the last time we played it, but this Tristana mid has been tearing up pro leagues all around. And we'll
Yeah,
see if Cerelius is able to pilot it.
I'm really worried that SGI's comp is too low damage. I don't think that they're going to be able to choose when to fight with Thresh and Vi. I think that Team Bell's going to get to pick their fights. They're going to get to choose when to go in and when to go out, and they've got enough damage that they should be able to follow up.
Skin game. Let's get into it. All right, I'm seeing a bunch of classic skins, a bunch of old ones with a couple new ones. All right, what's your take on the Fairy Court skin line? We see a Fairy Court Callista right there.
I think most of them are pretty bad, but low-key I do like the Seraphine one.
Okay.
That's my. I don't know if that's going to be a popular take, but I think most of them are pretty bad.
The Lux one's pretty good. The Ezreal one's kind of ugly, but the particle effects are good. All right, we are in. We see level 1, a little bit of a cheese.
It makes a lot of sense. SGI is the new team. Blue Wolf will die here. Yeah, absolutely. That hook is going to land. And that's going to be first blood over to Rumble. Yeah. Welcome back, SGI.
Welcome back, SGI, to the LCC. Unfortunately, it does happen to one of our reigning champions there. But who'd that 400 gold go on?
When you Rumble, baby. That's
Rumble. That is not what you want to see.
That is not good. Yeah, I don't love that for SGI. You know,
Okay.
hopefully we'll see something else. It looks like it's just gonna be that's it though. Like he's still gonna be able to start his camps. He didn't burn any of his summoner spells or anything.
Yeah.
So
just a nice easy 400 gold, 600 gold over to the enemy team.
Bell didn't start though, or Bell didn't reset, so no advantage topside.
Okay. He's gonna have a nicer back later, but for now, he's just playing lane like normal.
I think to be honest, I think Rumble's just fine without it. So we'll have to watch how that goes. We've got some action here in all of our lanes. Where should we tune in? I'm so tempted to watch mid and watch this counter pick matchup. The Vlad into Tristana. We haven't seen anything like this so far. But the Jhin or the Callista Thresh bot lane is such a kill lane. And top is being pushed in as well. So every lane has got something for us here today.
Yeah, that level 2 advantage top lane really helping trade into the Mundo. Mundo does use his health to trade, so if he misses a cleaver, that health's gone. So any chip early before he gets that ult really helps the lane for Rumble. We do see mid lane a little bit of CS lead over to the Tristana. That's expected.
Yeah, early push.
We have to wait. Yeah, I have to wait until level 9 or so for Vlad's cooldown to get low enough to keep up. So I don't expect it to get too big, but also Tristana does have that advantage.
Both junglers kind of roaming around mid, it looks like. Aztec on a little bit of an invade, but nobody there.
Aztec is going for a wraparound gank?
Yeah, he's going for the full all the way around. Mint and Maya are here. They're potentially too far stuck up as flash out instantly, and Aztec flashes over. So that's 2 flashes down already before anybody's even hit. And Inferno is going to take a lot of damage before the root eventually comes through. Inferno should burn early here. He barriers through all of it though, and they're able to burst down. It's a first blood kill going over to Aztec and Team Bell. And the follow-up kill onto Maya will not land because unlike his namesake, unfortunately Unfortunately, Chestnut does miss this time, so
Okay, we
Blue
see
Wolf and
Blue Wolf. He
Gemsy.
does get the suppression. He was unable to get the root. Bell is slowed, overextended. Is he gonna flash? He does flash, and they get the
Oh,
kill
and a
anyways.
beautiful flash forward as well. Gemsy with a great flash follow in response. And that's, yeah, nice gank. So two great ganks from the junglers. We saw flashes blown in both top and bot side. It'll open those lanes up a little bit. Aztec finding Blue Wolf. Cerelius is here with the jump forward and the flash to make sure that the bomb explodes. And that is a kill going over early to Tristana. And Milk Chugga could be in a lot of trouble as well because Chestnut is here too. Cerelius and Chestnut going for the play, the W in, but he will pull out and the hook will miss. He gets away as he flashes mastery. Milk Chugga ain't got no worries.
And a lot of explosion happening in this early game. 4 deaths, 4 minutes. Love to see it. This is exactly what SGI needs with this comp. They need to snowball, get that Tristana and Rumble ahead. Rumble only ahead because of the invade, but the Tristana is off to the races.
Yeah, I think Team Bell, you know, Cerelius is looking good here. SGI is going to want to find ways to get to their power points, right? Like this Mundo and this Vladimir need to scale up. And so they need to, I don't want to say slow the game down, but they need to find ways to, you know, help their carries get into a position where they can actually carry forward.
Okay, we do see an early puddle out of Milk Chugga. Vlad does spend his current health for that puddle, so if you use it too early, you end up taking more damage than you would have taken if you just hadn't spent it. But I think he'll be able to safely heal that back up. You do see him starting to fall behind in farm, though. He is 14 CS down, 12 CS down, roughly. Having a hard time farming under tower here.
Yeah, this is a Tristana with Demolish, by the way. So if Tristana is left alone with this turret, it will shred. That's kind of an interesting rune. I don't know if that's meta on Tristana, but it's what was.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah,
it makes sense.
plating.
It stacks, but I don't know. I feel like the E you already get enough, right?
No, so it combos with the E, right? So it helps you get those plates early before your E actually is enough to take the whole tower.
Mint and Maya trying to even out. Then actually pretty nice trading here onto Inferno and Chestnut. They call for a back, but it's in a freeze, so Mint and Maya could freeze this wave pretty nicely here. They've actually recovered pretty well despite dying early. He's up in CS down here in the bot lane, performing well. Aztec's going to come clear this out, and he's seen. And then top side, we see Blue Wolf on another gank. Gemsy is level 6 though, and Bell is only 5. There's no flash here for this Rumble, and the stun will come through. This should be one more kill. Goes over to Gemsy.
Alright, Gemsy 2-0. Mundo does scale both with levels and items very well. He's a late game champion. And there's no Hyuka anytime soon for anyone on SGI. They've got their game plan, and they're sticking to it.
Yeah, they're playing. They're playing through topside here. Mint and Maya are playing a Yuumi lane. They're on their own.
Right.
And it looks like the objectives are going to be similarly, right? Team Bell handshakes. They take the first dragon of the game, and Blue Wolf and Gemsy here for SGI will head topside, and they'll take the first board grubs.
Okay. Well, pretty standard trade for the LCC. We very rarely see teams contest one or both. Lots of damage coming out on Milk Chugga.
Yeah, nice little trade for Cerelius right off the back, but Milk Chugga needs to reset here, so it's actually not going to be very consequential. It should just be a reset, but he doesn't have teleport. He took Ghost instead, so actually this could, with the Tristana push, this could be potentially 2 plates.
Oh, and
another gank topside. Bell still no flash up. It will be coming up soon, but Equalizer in front. The impale lands. Blue Wolf beautifully timed, and it's another kill. This is 3 deaths here for the Rumble of Bell, and Team Bell starting to bleed.
Right. That is not somewhere you want to be on a carry top lane. He is only 10 CS down, but he is easily a couple hundred gold down, 900 gold or so down at this point.
They did a great job to capitalize on the flash. They went for the first gank, and they blew his flash, and then back-to-back ganked him a second and a third time, killed him all 3 times, and now his flash will be back up. We'll see if they continue to gank him or if they're content being 20 CS and 2 kills up.
Yeah. Shout out to Maya and Minty here. They have absolutely brought it back after that initial gank. Their flashes and sums are back up. They've stayed safe,
Chestnut
and now
missed
they've
the
even
hook.
got a CS lead.
Yeah. Oh, the flash flay forward. The hook has missed. Chestnut will be hit, and the Fate's Call is pulled. The flash out, though, before the Fate's Call comes through, and the secondary hook will land. Mint is on 1 HP. Blue Wolf should be here to counter kill. Chestnut refusing to go down, though, actually buying a lot of time for Inferno to try and martial pose his way out of this, and he will escape. It's a 1-for-1, and the AD is left behind. Unfortunately, neither of them got that kill. It went over to the jungler and the support, so still pretty even in this AD role.
Absolutely. That was excellent gank timing from Blue Wolf. Really helped turn it around, because otherwise there was a chance Maya ends up dying there as well. What do you think about the triple mana regen on Maya? What do each of those build into? I am not a Yuumi player. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean, neither
that's
am
a new
I.
look for me.
I don't play the cat, so I mean, she's the expert. We'll have to see. Looks like an early smite went down there, and so it gets secured by Aztec despite the bad smite. And that's going to be all sums used, and Cerelius flashes forward to guarantee the kill. Continued. Nice gank timing from Chestnut to force everything out of the Milk Jug, and he drops. So an early off to the races here, already at 100 CS at 10 minutes for Cerelius. As the equalizer goes down topside, Bell and Aztec are here. They're trying to answer it. He ults forward.
That is a risky
The
dive.
team turns around, and Bell gets left under tower. Blue Wolf is there, a perfect counter gank again. That's the second great counter gank of this match.
Right.
Despite that, T-Bell still has a 1.5k gold lead though, so it's not all over. And Mint lands another great root. Maya could be in a lot of trouble here, but is able to reconnect as the rend comes through, so it actually somewhat evens out that trade. Oh, and Maya had ultimate. I'm wondering if the Yuumi ultimate should have just been burned there and could have been a potential answer. It will go down now, but the crit shot from Mint, holy, shreds through the health of that Kalista. And it's a nice kill. You know, a good way to take advantage of Chestnut not being there. Alright, so Vladimir finally hitting level 9. This could be the big power spike for Vlad, right? Still not on an item yet. Neither of these mid laners on an item, but Void's second spawn of Void Grubs is going to go over to Team Bell, so they will split the Void Grub spawn. A second dragon is about 30 seconds away from spawning.
Yeah, we do see that 1800 gold diff in the mid lane. If you press X, by the way, it switches between them. That's why I was a little quiet just now. I was looking stuff up. We can see 1800 gold ahead for Cerelius in the mid lane. A bit of a lane kingdom, but we see a similar 900 ahead for the top lane. And pretty even across the board everywhere else for SGI.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're able to come back from this. They've had, as a team, SGI is a little bit down in the early game here. Again, these 5 players have not played together, but a beautiful face call into Hook Flay. The ultimate goes down, and the box will pick up 1 as Inferno snags Minty in response. So
an excellent play that definitely
nice
needs to be dodged. You gotta dodge that Fate's Call, or you are chain CC to death.
That's the 4th plate, by the way, for Cerelius. Cerelius looking aggressive here, but Blue Wolf is here on a counter gank. He will make sure that his mid laner walks away. He has the Hemo Plague, so he will survive. Gemzy, you can see the call is for Cerelius mid. They lost a little bit of pressure. Chestnut with a flash hook forward just misses. A nice little sidestep from Blue Wolf, and he gets out.
Alright, we're slowly seeing the game get out of control for SGI here.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, this could be a solo kill from Milk Chugga. He gets out, bone plating is burnt, but Mint is in a good bit of trouble here as the hook's going to land here. Mint is 1 HP. He will eventually be rended by Inferno. Teleport down from Cerelius as Maya will burn shortly as the bombs explode. Maya goes down and Blue Wolf follows. That is 3 for 0 for Team Bell. They already took the dragon, so there's really just more towers to take, but they already got the objective, so not only did they win the objective, but they win the fight that ensues.
Yeah. Definitely looks like the only shining light left for SGI is their new top laner, Jimsy. He's got a sizable CS lead, but it's nothing compared to jungle and mid lanes.
Yeah, this has been a rough start for SGI. They had some great ganks topside, but they almost were able to hold in their other lanes. Bot lane does eventually fall here to a nice team play from Team Bell. But mid has just kind of been bleeding out, and remember, this is a counter pick, so this is the matchup that they want into Tristana. It's down about 40 CS and a kill here. Like you said, about just over 2k gold. Yeah, 2.5k gold now at this point. So, yeah, definitely could be. Oh, nice pool here, but Juret's gonna go down soon, I think, as the Hemo Plague will go out. Aztec will be silenced while his Q is charging, so he's about to go down. Ghost popped here, and that's one picked up, but Cerelius is just free hitting, and the jump forward, Milk flashes out, and the counter kill will come through. Chestnut is here, but it's going to be too little too late, as it's a 1 for 3 at the end of the day. Inferno never roamed up to that fight. He ends up getting bot tower, so that is second tower for Team Bell.
We do see objective bounties coming out. It is a 10-9 game, so it's really surprising to see them, but I guess the gold lead is there. Objective bounties already for SGI, plus a huge shutdown from Cerelius. They swung that gold back a lot just now.
I think, I mean, 4K, yeah, 4K gold up roughly for Team Bell. This is looking pretty decent for Team Bell, despite the fact that they just lost that fight. Shutdowns did go, they were cashed in, I think, right, on Tristana. So
yes, they went over to the Jet.
Yep, and Milk Chugga still unable to complete an item here, cresting 16 minutes in the game. Inferno potentially too far out. The slow will miss, but the root does not, and so Inferno will drop here. He flashes, and he was already dead anyways. The shutdown goes over to Maya. Oh my
Lord.
Not
who you want that shutdown to go to, with both Vlad and Jin right there. Chugga with the pool actually locks him out of queuing. A little bit of mechanical error there. I think that kill was his, but at least they got the kill. It going to Maya is better than not going to anybody.
I mean, while this is happening and Inferno dies bot side, it's essentially a sacrifice because the rest of Team Bell takes Herald. So ever since first scrubs, Team Bell has taken every single neutral objective here on the map. Aztec really putting on a display of jungle prowess, and Aztec and Blue Wolf are not strangers. These are the two junglers that met in the finals of Season 1. They've got bad blood between them. They don't want to see the other survive. They don't want to see the other thrive and win. And so Aztec here showing up in Game 1 with the Vi, putting it on display.
Absolutely. So let's talk lane assignments. Who do you want to go where if you're Team Bell? Who do you want to go where if you're SGI?
So SGI does need to find somewhat of an answer. It looks like Gemsy has pushed out top and taken the tower, so Gemsy will go bot here. I think putting Cerelius in the Gemsy lane is fine. The Tristana clear is going to just neutralize this Mundo. They're both solo laners, so it shouldn't be too much of an advantage. Now, technically, there could be an outplay angle for Gemsy. It's just Mundo's he can do Mundo things sometimes. But Tristana is ranged with the W, so if he plays it safe, he should be just fine.
Right, we do see that Rabadon's finished. We do see double Heartsteel done for both Blue Wolf and Jimsy.
So all of Team Bell is here, and only 2 for SGI, as Blue Wolf and Milk Chugga are going to get caught out, and that's one jump forward as Milk Chugga is now alone. The flash Q lands, and the pool is there, but it's just going to be too little too late as Milk Chugga drops, and that's 2 down on the side of SGI, and Team Bell will turn towards their 3rd dragon of the match. Great proactive team play. That's exactly what you want to see from a team that is desperate for, you can tell that they're desperate for the wins, and they're showing up when it matters most, so I love it. Oh, Chestnut hooks Maya out of the movement. Maya's one shot.
Oh, and he didn't give her the leash. Okay. Alright, Minty a little scared to get close there. Does let Maya go down.
If another route comes through, he's looking. I mean, what's the angle, right? Gemzy is 3-0 in this sideline. He's played a good top lane game, but there's not really a lot that this Mundo can do when it comes to the 5v5 team fight. He just really wants to own his lane, which he's done so far. So,
yeah, as soon as Mundo starts stacking some resistances as well, specifically armor, everyone fed on Team Bella's armor, right? So if Mundo can get a little bit of armor, a little bit more ahead, maybe actually get some Heartsteel stacks, he'll be fine.
Gemzy here potentially caught out. He flashes out, and Aztec is here, will use the ultimate, but it doesn't matter because it's Mundo, and so it looks like he will escape after all, and that's a Vi ulti burned for a Mundo passive. That's a good trade.
Yeah, that's definitely a good trade. The flash early definitely showing the respect. He didn't know how many were there. Probably the only reason he got out so unscathed.
Milkchugga is top lane, so they're going to need to send somebody back to answer that. There's nothing to fight for here. Blue Wolf, Minty, and Gemzy are going to take this fight, but the hook will land from Chestnut onto Minty, and the equalizer across the rest of the team ensures that at least 2 go down. And Sorelius here launching forward. It's a double kill. Gemzy with no flash. Oh, the Q does miss from Aztec, unfortunately, and this Mundo might live to see another day. We'll see. Milkchugga on the other side.
It does look like they're positioning up for the dive. They're going to dive with all 5.
Well, they should.
I don't think he'll be able to get out.
Yeah, no, there's. Yeah, and it will be enough as turret drops, and so does Gemzy. So Team Bell now pushing in for first inhib of the match. We're 20.5 minutes in.
Milkchugga immediately hooked, forced to burn both sums. But they were able to stop the push.
Yeah, I just 8-1 on the Tristana. I think Sorelius showed up, man. He came to play. He's not taking any prisoners in this Tristana. Now that Tristana's 8-1, it's kind of, they might have had opportunities to get back into the game earlier in the game. At this point in the game, it's out of hand. This Tristana is going to have his way with the game. Chestnut has landed some nice hooks outside of the lane phase, missed a couple in lane that you'd like to have back, but definitely made up for it here in the mid game.
Yeah, definitely seeing that mid lane, a full infinity edge and a half up over his opponent, over 4,000 gold. They have a chance. If they stall, it gets back to those points we talked about in pick ban, but good luck stalling against the Tristana.
It's 3 item and boots Tristana into 1.5 Vladimir. Yeah, we're gonna need to see Vlad get like another item and a half in the next 2 minutes. So I just don't think that it's a realistic angle. Now it could happen, right? But Baron is gonna be started, and this is a fight that they might get baited into feeling like they have to take. Gemzy's not here though. There is teleport. Will it come through? It's on a ward. Minty will open up with a curtain
going
call.
for the steal?
And it's secured easily here by Aztec. Thanks for the follow. Quick. Yeah, an easy secure here. Really, Blue Wolf never had it. Like, he never really got into the pit. He got flayed right out as soon as he was coming over the wall.
I live for the applause. You will die for it.
I'm glad that they didn't int there. I'm glad they didn't like take that fight, because that would have been a hard loss. But Minty now way too far out. And yeah, the Tristana. That's another 2. That's a double kill.
Alright, they are able to get a counter turret bot lane, but it might be too little too late at this point.
Yeah, bounties are good. Bounties are important, but when the other team is sieging your base with Baron, they're taking multiple towers. Might just not be enough. Gemzy is kind of countering this open inhibitor, but it looks like the rest of Team Bell will push in here, and another inhibitor will begin to go down. Milkchug and Blue Wolf could look. They do have 4 here. The Hemoplate goes through, and this is their all-in chance. Okay, so Root is going to land onto Chestnut. Will they settle for the Thresh? Is that enough for them at this point? Thresh flashes out. This might... He's just going to get out. He puts down the box, and all of Team Bell will escape. So a nice little get out there. Inferno being pinged off by his team. Great macro play here coming out of the side of Team Bell. Really impressive.
No overstays. Not really able to be punished there. They do teleport right back out for this dragon, Soul Point.
This is Soul. Gemzy here with the teleport coming down into lane. Neither team is very set up for this. There is a nice control ward on the backside here, but neither team has enough wards in the right places. This is not good vision game from either of these supports. And now it's going to turn into a flip, but I think that Team Bell is fine setting this up for the fight. It is secured by Aztec. What a jungler. And Blue Wolf will drop after that. A flash forward from him, as well as already a double kill. Is this the Penta angle? That's 3 down, but Maya and Gemzy will escape. I think if they had stuck around, that would have been our first LCC Penta of the season, because Sorelius on this Tristana is a force to be reckoned with, as they will begin to siege the Nexus turrets, and that's 1 down. This will be a second that drops, and Team Bell will absolutely and positively take game 1.
Alright, well, it's a pretty commanding start. 25-minute game, all objectives save grubs and a couple towers. I don't think we see the Tristana in game 2. If this was the answer, the answer was wrong.